Nice. Got invited to a pit.
I need to get closer.
Hey, Seasonator. Good day, Tay Swift. May I ask you something about prio and rotation? If you get a proc on kill command, do you always send it even if you have full points? Also burn with the first, hello? You should spend your tips if you have 2 or 3, Tay Swift. And if you have 1 or 0, you should send the proc. That's the rule there. You just don't want to overcap. So if you have 3 tips or 2 tips, then I would lower it. Yeah, I think you got it. Hi, Alex. What's good? I am getting my weeklies done on this character. I think I'm gonna do either 1 or 4. Probably 4 this week. I did 8 last week to kind of catch it up, but I feel like it's at the point where like I don't know, how many crests do I need? Let me think. Do I need 4 upgrades? I need 8 upgrades. I need 10 upgrades, and then I need to craft something. So 10 upgrades, so I need 100 crests, and then I need to craft a cloak, I think. Is what I'm gonna do. Crafting a cloak is 80, I think.
5.
Right, if it's 60 or 80.
3, 2, 1.
Am I enjoying the DH? It's been pretty fun.
You will have to make your way across this quarry on your own. It is too far away.
I'm always terrified that I will rip through it and die. I have to be very careful in packs. Also, this guy just randomly put the key in, so I didn't get the pre-meta. It's always too sad.
I need to get closer.
It's been pretty fun. I'm about to be done with it though. I just needed to get, yeah, those Like 200-ish crests, whatever the number ends up being. Either 160 or 180 that I need. HoF Hunter is pack leader. Yep. If you hit exclamation point talents, it'll link all of the talents that I use, and where I recommend them and stuff. Basically, you play pack leader on every raid fight and every dungeon right now. Am I a better demon hunter than Hawk? No, I don't think it's close. Also, thanks to the sub, Force Me. Thanks. Yeah, no problem. Are you doing any keys with Squish today? No, not today.
I'm out of range. I need to get closer. I need to get closer.
Really enjoyed us working on A the other day, going left first with the rogue. That was interesting. Yeah, that's our normal route. I think it's really good. I'm surprised more people don't do that because it like makes the whole dungeon like quite a bit faster, I think.
I need a target.
Going left isn't pug friendly. Well, it does require having a rogue, but I think if you have a rogue, I think your group should like adapt, I think, and just go that direction first. You have a failure on the last year's. Oh, you're saying like if you do it at the end of the dungeon and you wipe there, it'll be like really depressing. Wait, what's wrong with the lashers?
It's still recharging.
Maybe I'm out of touch, but I didn't think they were scary. Do I only play DPS? No, I've played pretty much everything at this point. To a pretty high level. You were just curious? Why am I running Sentinel? I don't know. I don't think Sentinel is very good. I don't think I would ever play it. If you can link me a single log of me doing that, let me know. But yeah, I don't think it's very good. I don't think I have ran it. It's better to quest a Sentinel, if that's what you mean. You checked my spec on Murloc? Oh, highly recommend not using that website. That website's super misleading. I would only ever use Warcraft logs, I think, for stuff like that. Because like that website will just have the wrong thing a lot. Yep, no problem.
Creatures under feet. You bring Carva something good to eat. We'll save for snack for later.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, your bones will freeze.
You're off for a bite of TV show. Good night. Yep. Likewise. The use Archon, which can overall stuff like builds and gear. Your interest guides on Waha, they seem way off more often than Archon does. It's a bit more aligned with the logs and stuff.
4, 3, 2.
Yeah, I would number one check the logs, and then I mean there's not, so while I say there are a lot of problems with like websites like Murloc and maybe other ones, they're generally like fine to generally like know what's going on. It's just more often than not they cause a lot of problems. Like people will like maybe misunderstand something that's going on there. Yeah, use with caution. Yeah, that's what I would recommend. It's like just know that the data could be maybe a little off depending on who you ask. Like even at the top end, if you ask like 10 of the top 10 hunters on Raider IO or something, like there might be disagreements, even though like they all use the same sim data. And they all have access to the same logs, but they're drawing like different conclusions sometimes.
I need to target something first. I'm out of range. He's too far away.
It's so hard for you that's running plus 15s. You can't do a 23. Their comps. And a lot of factors. Yeah, there are things like what classes they're playing with can change things as well. Like depending on the tuning, I could totally see like entirely different builds. Like in the past, there's been differences of like having a monk buff and having a demon hunter buff. Because like that can sway things like 3% towards magic or 5% towards fizz. Sometimes that is the difference and it can actually change your build. or having a shaman buff might favor having a melee spec over not, something like that. I guess I'll just stay here and hang out. Ooh, I really don't like that this says group damage instead of plague expulsion. Like is there a way to fix that? That's like a terrible setting. Fix it?
Must not be interrupted. Take care of them. Get that one. I changed my mind. Go get that one instead.
Why does everyone suck at 21A?
What is over there? Enough moving around.
You just had someone die
Blow them all up.
to the fire circles before cross spawns? Ooh. I don't know. That happened to Squish actually once, but it was an MDI practice. He like forgot to eat before the run, and I put a feast down for him, and he started eating it, and then didn't realize there was a fire swirly and just died. In like our MDI practice run.
Sanctum so easily. Pursue me if you dare.
That was pretty funny. The tank went to res him and then he died from a melee to the boss? Oh no. Are you enjoying the season thus far? Having fun? Yeah, I think this season has been very enjoyable for me so far. I've been a big fan of it. I feel like early Dragonflight was very fun for me, and I feel like this season reminds me a lot of that. Although I do worry that they might be drawing incorrect conclusions, because I think a lot of people have been liking this season, but not for the reasons that they might be thinking that they are getting a lot of people liking this season.
It's not ready.
Yeah, the 1% mount is very good for the game, and title that comes with it. That is massive. I know many people that have basically always stopped at 3K, but this season they kept going to 3,400, and then they realized they were close to 1%, and they were like, well, maybe I just go for 1%. I feel like that's really good. I feel like there was way too big of a gap. It was get to 3K, and then title's gonna be like, right now I'm 4209. What, it's gonna be like, I think title's gonna be a little higher than where I am right now. Or maybe I'm already in title safety, but like, what, 3K to 4,200 or something? 1%? My guess is that it's like 700 right now, but I haven't looked in a little bit. That's my guess. I can look after this key though. There's a tab on Raider IO where you can just see all the title cutoffs current. It'll probably be like all 21s for 1%. It's 3773. Yeah, boosting will raise it, but also there's going to be a little bit of a power spike in the 0.7 patch, and I think it'll naturally go up a little bit.
Master's domain.
Like even
Signal
disregarding the boosting.
Heroes, we will hold off the undead as long as we can, even to our dying breath. Deal with the Scourge Lord.
I shall not fail the Lich King. Come and meet your end. Such a shameful display. You are better off dead. Overwhelming.
Their power with it. Yeah, that's the power spike I'm talking about. So like it's gonna be like 6% damage or something from what I've been told. And then there's also the new Sporefall raid, which is gonna be like another like 1 to 2% depending on your class. How many of the new pieces you're wearing.
Such a shameful display. You are better off dead.
Alright, let's bonus roll. There's 3 items left. Oh, I got the necklace that I wanted.
Brave champions, we owe you our
Nice.
lives, our freedom. Though it be a tiny gesture in the face of
Is the folio time gated? I believe it is time gated. It looks like there's 5 weeks of it.
all will know of your deeds and the blazing path of light you cut through the shadow of this dark citadel. This day will stand as a testament not only to your valor, but to the fact that no foe, not even the Lich King himself, can stand when Alliance and Horde set aside their differences and
UGC keys win. I think we're playing
Monster!
Thursday, and then that's it for the week.
I could not save
Hopefully, we get good keys
Damn you,
done.
Arthas. Damn you! The
That's less fire than you thought. People are getting 1 to 2 items from Swornfall Max.
We must keep
I think everyone's getting at least 2. Every armor type's getting 2 items from Swornfall. And then some people want the ring, some people want the neck. And then I don't know if anyone wants the trinket. Can you get the trinket first? And the trinket just to sell it?
Honored to meet you.
Your evil thoughts.
If needed, I will answer the call.
I need to buy this main stat gem.
There is much to be done.
And my crest? I wish. I wish it was that easy.
There's
Mastery gear to edge. Meow simple. many weeks in the season are we gonna have for those 5 weeks? We should have at least a month. I'm very curious how they end up pacing the point one timing. Because BlizzCon is this weekend. I think it's the 12th and the 13th. If I remember correctly. And I'm really hoping that is in the middle of my guild's prog. That would be so awful if we had to like interrupt our prog like mid-season. Like if the patch dropped in August, then this is like the like M0 week, and then this is like raid week, and then it's just in the middle of like mythic or something. I think ideally it would be like the 15th. That would be like a good time for the raid to start, I think. Is trolling have to drop before BlizzCon? Yeah, it looks grim. Like it looks like it's gonna launch right before it, but it kind of always looks like that, and it usually doesn't end up being that way. Have you done that before? No, Amir Drasil was the way I'm hoping it works. I'm pretty sure we went to BlizzCon and then like the week after Amir Drasil dropped. And that was the only BlizzCon I've ever gone to. So hopefully they keep it that way. But it looks cursed. It looks like it would be right before that. Plus 21 streamed run Dalgroth. No, I can't do that. I want to say like 15s. I want to do something like not a 12. Yeah, let's do a 14. Or 16. Oh, 14 works too. I want to go a little higher than 12 for a little bit. For fun. Yeah, it would just feel really bad for anyone who's going to BlizzCon to like ruin your own prog for it. Because like I'm still going to BlizzCon regardless. I would just rather not be behind on crests or something because I like left. This guy's checking out all our mogs. Fashionable group, my people. What is this monk mog? This monk mog is kind of cool. The August Acolyte.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1.
I hope this guy's a good threat. I'm melding. Oh, I still
Only
died.
the strongest survive.
Dang. Tanks have a really bad habit of like not hitting mobs when they're pulling them.
I'm out of breath. It is too far away. I need to target something first.
Another wither bag. Another bag of coin for Mujin.
He be the one bringing my people here. Keep out of his way. For now.
Almost that again to just being mounted. I'm so scared.
I need to get clear.
Dark Ranger, the way to go from plus. For both BM and MM, the answer is yes. I'm melding. I'm health potting.
I cannot use that weapon yet. That's a nasty game. Gotta. Can't think about it. I also think people underestimate Keg. Keg's like really good at getting threat. So is Breath of Fire. Like if he kegs this pack and then Breath of Fires it, he pretty much has threat on it perma.
These little kittens go.
He keeps spinning his threat. Ooh, lightning's also kind of rough. I'm scared. Alright, I'm just gonna hang out on my mount for a couple. Then we go now. Poor Moonfire trying to hold aggro. As long as you thrash a mob, you should have good threat. I'm gonna sweep for him.
I need to get closer.
And murder this pack? I think I will. I'm gonna do it.
I'm out of breath. I didn't have hunt, but I was scared that things were about to get dicey if I didn't. Oh, this is a dungeon where I should have played
I'm out of range.
where is it? Here. Yeah, 50% healing reduction on everything. That would have been the move. I mean,
What does my eagle spy with her shiny eyes? A trespasser, an interloper, but you won't take my prey from me.
I need them closer. I'm out of range.
what tank and healer do I trust the most? This season it's definitely Mistweaver. I feel like Mistweaver is just so strong right now that you can't really go wrong with it, I feel. If I say Mistweaver in the group, I know like I'll be taken care of, whereas other ones like I feel like they could just not hit buttons. But I think Mistweaver, even if you hit buttons wrong, I feel like you're keeping the group up. And then for tank, it's probably also Bear, just because of how like even in a season where Bear isn't that good, I feel like they always have like good threat and are like pretty tanky. I would just go with the 2 meta picks, I think, right now. Oh, I was trying to meta immune the opinions. I was like slow because they spreads for so long. At the start of this tier, Brewmaster was like the best tank and Bear was like the second best tank. But I never felt comfortable with Pug Brewmasters. I feel like Pug Brewmasters are always scary to play with. Also, Pug DKs are very scary to play with. Like Blood DKs. Prop Paladins are very hit or miss. I think a good Prop Paladin is one of my favorite like classes to play with. Prop paladins can just hard carry a key if they like know what they're doing. They're very, very fun to play with. And then warriors, oh my god. I didn't even like realize he was doing his circle.
A good king, Ashura, and I rescued all that was still alive. But why did Murojin bring them here? The kidnapping won't stop until we get to the root of the evil. Follow me. That not be natural.
Have any specific plans with Demon Hunter? Nope. I'm just gearing it and then we'll move on to the next character.
Using the souls of the dead in powerful magic spells. I hope this is not why they brought my kin here. If the maker of that monstrosity is here, we will stop them.
I haven't even done anything and I have like threat. I'm scared.
Done.
Alright, let's I-beam. Hunt. What else kicked it? Yeah, like usual, I'm just playing some alts for fun. I usually have 3 alts a tier. And then tiers I really like, I'll go past that, but 3 alts is like the magic number for me normally. And I have the monk and a DH right now. And then I have like a weaker druid that I haven't been playing too much, but it's also there. What DPS do I feel comfortable with? Usually it's Tinky DPS. Fury Warrior, I always feel really comfortable with. I always feel really comfortable with the DK. Like Unholy or Frost, it doesn't matter. Something that I think won't die. I think Havoc Demon Hunter's on that list. Because the lower you are, the tankier Havoc Demon Hunter is. Like I feel like Havoc Demon Hunters can't really die unless they have threat, like right now. Oh. I'm so scared. I typically stay away from like most casters unless I already know they're good. Like if I have no idea if the person's good, I feel like casters are very scary to play with. Like mages, evokers, I don't know. That kind of stuff, I'll usually stay away from them entirely. Warlocks may be an exception. I feel like warlocks are pretty tanky. They just don't really provide much utility. Maybe I wouldn't invite them for that reason, but I'm never really worried that a warlock's going to be like floor POV in a key, which is all I really care about if I'm pugging. Like I just want to make sure everyone lives comfortably. Rets are a tough one. I don't usually feel like Rets are like in my go-to list because I feel like a lot of people play Ret, but the things that I love about Ret is that they can sack people and they're very tanky and they have a lot of off healing potential and they bring a dispel. But more often than not, if I'm poking with a Ret, I feel like they just feel like a warrior, but a worse warrior because a warrior doesn't have those options that they're not hitting. Whereas a Ret does have those options that they're not hitting. Am I having the most fun on survival? Yeah, I think survival, even if it was tuned to be weaker than it is right now, I would still think it's the most fun to play. What would I say the survival brings to the table? Survival brings, out of all of the hunter specs right now, it's the tankiest. It has a melee kick. It has a very good prio profile. And it is really good single target. It just has like such an enticing damage profile, and it has the best of the hunter utilities basically, like in terms of defensives and then also the best damage profile out of all the hunters. It brings hunter's mark. Well, all the hunters bring hunter's mark. That is nice too. Damage profile doesn't matter if damage is tuned low. Well, that's kind of how survival is right now. Survival is kind of tuned a little low, to be honest. Like, I think MM's actually tuned to be a little bit better. MM's profile is just so bad that it's hard to actually bring it. Like, MM's a really good example of a good damage profile. Or a good tuning, but a bad damage profile. Whereas survival feels a little undertuned to me when I'm playing it. Like, I feel like going from one of the like more meta specs to survival, I feel like I do less damage than I should. And then even just swapping to MM, like MM just feels like the damage numbers are inflated a little bit. Dragonfly season 4. I just mean the current survival. MM damage profile was still bad. No. That was actually the best damage profile MM's ever had. It had good single target, it had good prio, and it had good AoE. And you had a really good funnel. And you were very tanky because you had such a good damage profile that you would just play tank trinkets. Like that's what I would refer to if I was talking about tankiness. Because it wasn't actually tanky, but being able to run those trinkets and still out DPS the other options, you know? That's what made it so good. Like, that was like perfectly damage profiled MM. That was why I really liked playing that version of MM. But like, I don't like the current version, you know? For that exact same reasons. Ooh. Oh, that guy ran into the bug. No, that guy died to... He's blaming himself, but... That actually wasn't... I don't know if you guys saw, but he didn't actually run into it. He ran behind it, but its position isn't where the thing is. It's a little behind it, too. Like, if I ran right here, I might die. So, like, you gotta kind of give it, like, extra space. It's kind of awkward. Every single time anyone talks about damage profile, it's another word for good damage tuning. No, yeah. Well, the thing is survival does do low damage, kinda, is what I'm saying. Like, it just has such a good profile that it's like, it's still worth playing. Like, if you're just talking about overall, then I think MM just wins. And I think BM would also beat survival if you're just talking about overalls. But I still think survival is the best of the three because of its profile. Profile, what I mean by damage profile is it's the amount of single target the spec does, the amount of AoE the spec does, the prio damage the spec does, and the cooldown timings of the damage. That's what I mean when I talk about damage profile. All that stuff is taken into account. So like having 30-second bursts that BM has is actually really, really, really nice. Or versus like 1 minute that Serve has, but Serve's 1 minutes are kind of bad. It's Mugsy Mines? Yes, exactly. That's the bug. I noticed that the other day in here, and I've been like, I don't know if it's a new thing or not, but they're basically Mugsy Mines. It's if you ever slow them, their actual bodies behind it. I wonder if they actually like copied the code. That'd be an interesting concept. Oh,
Only the strongest survive.
I got meleeed by all of them. Oh, other things that have that? Yeah, a lot of things that have the same type of like mechanic are broken the same way. I just got meleeed down, unfortunately. Yeah, the guy in our group died to the bug and then felt bad for it, but that feels bad. Like, yeah, it's outplayable, but like no one knows about it. So like, there's nothing to outplay if you don't know. Oh my god, I'm melding. You made Frost Mage this season. You love it so much, but you feel just awful playing with it, especially in like AoE. Yeah, Frost Mage's profile is a little rough right now. So you know what? We can just do a weird opener. This is gonna be my meta because I can't meta up there. The timings won't work out. Oh, I was not looking at my screen. I need a health pot. You missed Sofo Survival? Sofo Survival had a really good damage profile and really good damage tuning. That's when a spec's meta. It's just it has a good profile and it has like insane tuning. Or it just has insane tuning. But if it ever has both, then like you know it's gonna be like nuts from the start. Basically. Like historically, survival has had some of the craziest damage profiles. Like the damage profile that it had in season 1 of The War Within was absolutely insane. And it was like decently tuned too. But it was still kind of undertuned compared to what it could be. But if I could get like one iteration of like survival back, it'd be like the season 1 The War Within damage profile. I feel like it had just like everything you could ever want in a profile. My global on the cursor? Honestly, I don't really look at mine. Oh. Whoa. I don't really look at it. It's mainly for like maybe VODs. But personally, I don't really look at it. Or like that season 4 Dragonflight MM profile is like hard bis for MM's image profiles. Like that one was really good, and then the very end of like last year had some pretty good. Pretty good damage profiles. But yeah, I don't really look at the global on the cursor. No laceration, and yes, the training expert. Let me look. I don't know. Oh, nice. We got like a little squad. We have a full team. Oh, let me hurt that actually. I want to spend my crests. I can upgrade 2 things. Be able to take Dire Beast stuff? Well, it takes like... It takes like just enough. And I'm looking at it, I'm trying to see where the difference is. Honestly, have you simmed both? I bet it's something very small, like 0.3% more AoE or air single target or something on one of them. Nice. Got some upgrades. Oh, this guy dropped a feast. You target to get more laceration, very small. You never played survival before, recently leveling one the other day. Now you're just madly in love with Boomstick. Nice. Yeah, Boomstick is very satisfying to hit. I don't know if they just lobbed the paladin or if he just left. That's funny. Well, if it doesn't take dire beast itself, it can't spawn off the bleed, which is the reason to take lacerate. But I think the reason that they're playing it is because it's actually doing laceration damage. Like it's not negligible, and it's enough where it does more than the pet damage. I think is the argument. When should you use takedown? Sorry for all the questions. Pretty much on cooldown. You just want to make sure. So if your takedown gives you like it cycles your beasts, right? So that's a really good thing to do. It's also going to give you a damage amp for a bit. It's a small cooldown window, but if you can fit like a boomstick in it, that's really good. But you don't hold either for each other. If you can send bombs during it, that's really good. If you can send a boar during it, that's really good. Would I ever use Hungering Victory and Radiant Slicer both as weapon for serve, or would I use the crafted one better? I would use the crafted one. The crafted one's in your bis. It's very small. Here, let me see if I can find my sim. I just ran one like last night, I think. Yeah, so like running the crafted weapon was 0.2% higher than running the World Tender set for me. And also consider that this is buffing my ally because I'm wearing an Arcana Weave now. So like it's a little bit higher than that too. So instead of just 0.2, it's like 0.4 or something. If you count like the amount of allies you're buffing. But it's a very small min-max. If you don't want to spend the gold to recraft, I understand. Romire also has 298 boots. Yeah, exactly. That's the main reason. Even MM and BM are going to change their crafts for the new raid, which is next week. So that's the main reason to move off of World Tender as well. But even not accounting for that, survival is still better off right now to change it. If you have anything to replace the World Tender stuff, you should just keep it. Yeah. I would just keep it. If you're not wearing 2 embellishments, then you're just losing some damage from that. Oh god.
I'm out of range.
These guys are like betting on whether or not they're betting 10k gold that the warlock beats me on the meter.
5, 4, 3.
But I'm not even a part of the thing. I just have to play like normal. Like they're betting each other. The DK and the warlock.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well
Welcome to Algathar Academy. I am delighted.
Let's see if the ring neck combo is good for hunters.
The school
My
is
assumption is that it's not.
but I have heard wondrous
New students.
Are we doing lashes first? Okay, we are.
It has been quite some time since the academy.
Hey, Cody.
It seems like things are in indeed. Come with us. It should only take a moment to set up for a new lesson.
These lashers must have grown wild while we were away. Please.
I have to be so careful for threat here.
Clear them out while we realign the life magics of this place.
Okay. MO1, MO1. Oh my god. I'm out of here.
I simply wish you had
Oh,
lasted
no.
a little longer.
Not like this. Are you still good on time? Before the group fully wiped, the warlock did a bunch of damage.
I cannot use that item yet. I need to get closer.
Only worry with continuing this run is I think we kind of lost a lot of time from having a death in the lust. Or like a wipe in the lust at the meld.
I need to get closer.
It's only 15. Yeah, maybe we're fine.
It is too far away. I'm out of range. I need to get closer. I'm out of range. It is too far away. I need to get closer. I need a help.
We are just about. Wait, Ichistras. There is too much life magic. What are you doing?
Me? There is too much nature. What are you doing?
What is that thing?
Alright.
This is your fault.
Absolutely not.
Please.
I convinced them to reset the run. I just think it'd be rough to... We're starting like 3 minutes down, kinda. Oh, Wert's progging Lura right now. Oh, Kinzu. Hello. Sorry, I didn't see your message. Your insights on damage profiles are interesting. Can you say anything on rogue damage profiles? You know, Outlaw's very flat and Assassination is big prior damage, but that's it. Yeah, so Sub has good burst windows. And like more frequent burst windows. Assassination has really powerful prio damage. Also big cooldowns. I think they're 2 minutes. Outlaw is very steady damage. You're right about that. It also has really good single target, but it is a little RNG dependent, which can be a downside of its damage profile. Like, just depending on whether or not you like 1, 2, 3, or like jackpot roll. Like if you're getting like 3 of a kinds and jackpots, then your damage profile is going to be like pretty good, but having it rely on RNG can be kind of rough sometimes. Like for example, we had a Pit of Saron where we had 6 deaths and it was not looking good. Like we were kind of just like really behind. And then all of a sudden, Walks had like 5 jackpots back to back and we were still on pace. Meanwhile, we had a Magister's Terrace. Where we were playing perfect, but Walks only got 1 buffs like the whole run. And his rolls were just terrible and we were very slow and like depleted because of lack of damage. Like he did like a lot worse than he did normally in a different run. Like that's something to keep in mind if your damage profile has like RNG elements to it. Typically I really like playing with Sin and I really like playing with Outlaw. Oh, this guy's playing Glaive Tempest. Sub is just pad damage. Yeah. Sub's interesting. Depending on the iteration, there's been some iterations where subs has like insane funnel, but I feel like they kind of messed sub up this patch. Like I think current sub is a little weird. The last time I played a lot of sub was season 1 of Dragonflight, and before that was season 2 of Shadowlands. And like in season 2 of Shadowlands, it was known for having insane funnel because like you could just spend all of your spenders on eviscerates. And in Dragonflight, season 1, it also had like decent prio and single target and stuff. In War Within, it also had a pretty good profile too, just like all around. Like it had a really cool mechanic where it was called like Nimble Flurry, and all of your like single target like converted into AoE, kind of like Blade Flurry for Outlaw. But going into this tier, they changed it so it's just your auto attacks, I believe, which is kind of weird. I feel like they kind of killed Sub. I don't know. Sub just has a weird spot right now. But also, I'm not a rogue main. I do play a lot of rogue, but I have not really played it recent. So maybe that's the next character I gear. I've been leaning towards trying it.
The school is a touch behind schedule, but
New students. How wonderful.
Again, I haven't leveled mine. Mine's like 82 still.
Time since the academy has been open.
Well, it seems like indeed. Come with us. It should only take a moment to set up for a new lesson.
These lashers must have grown wild while we were away. Please, if you could, clear them out while we realign the life magics of this place.
Maybe I play some BM keys. I wouldn't mind doing some BM keys. I'm not really playing my hunter much right now. Like today. Today was mainly like I was gonna do some like alt keys. Maybe I'll PvP on my hunter. I kind of wanted to get more solo shuff and blitz prog.
Me? That is too much nature. What are you doing?
What is that thing? This is your fault.
Absolutely not.
Please, help us, new students.
Plus 18 gear rules had still been in effect. Yeah, that could have been pretty cool. There's just a bee in my house. Hmm. Hi, Sakazim. You're only 19 Brazil, so you got lots to learn. Having a lot of trouble in the first few pulls of Nexus, so you studied and practiced for 2 hours. Nice, so now you'll never die again. You're invincible. It's weird playing with other Havoc. This is like the only other Havoc I've seen like in the wilds. Oh, I didn't see that one. Hard making YouTube videos? I think it's one of those things where you just gotta make one and it all makes sense. It's just a skill that you have to learn. I wouldn't say it's hard, but it's definitely like if you've never done it, I would say it is a little hard. But like most things, if you just do it a couple times, it'll be fine. It's a lot of skills that you probably already know how to do. Like script writing, I don't know, like I'm sure when you were in school you wrote essays for English, right? Like it's kind of the same thing.
It's still recharging.
And I don't know if you've ever done any video editing, but if you have, then it's just like adding that. You're doing video editing? Okay. Well then that's a skill that you'll have to learn. I wasn't good at it at the start. I wouldn't say I'm great now, but I'm passable at it. Like I can create a product now. They're good at charging into beams and Nexus. Are all the Chinese BMs playing pack leader? It's a lot easier to play. If you did expert point spec, or you already did. If you see, it's a lot easier to play pack leader. It's a lot harder to play Dark Ranger, and it's typically not worth it. The overhead. So they just don't bother with it.
At least we know that works. Watch yourselves.
So see, I never put music. Yeah, I don't want to get the videos copyrighted. You can use non-copyright music, but I find it typically better most of the time, unless you have like a specific aesthetic that you want to go for the video, to just not have music at all. I've experimented with having music, and I've experimented not having music. Typically, if you think it's worth it for your video to have the music, you should have it. But it's not always the right answer. Because if you put music that doesn't fit the vibe, it can be kind of off. Lo-fi faster pace. Lo-fi is a good generic music to just throw into a video, I think. Like if you're teaching something, you can just slap some lo-fi in.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So me and this Havoc have different builds. Mine is like more boss damage. His is more AoE. You can kind of see the build differences. Like on all the bosses, I catch up. Nice. That was with me not sending my second meta. I think he did. We'll see. Good comparison. I'm logging this run so I can like see what's different. Blade Tempest is doing 6% of his damage. Oh, he pulled this.
It's not ready yet. I'm out here.
only plugged up to 16s, and you have not been in a group with a single Havoc or Destrolock. Hmm. Both are pretty good. Or they have things that are good about them.
I'm out of range.
I wouldn't say necessarily like insane. I feel like one of the characters I wanted to alt was an Affliction Warlock. It's another alt that I want to play. I think they do big damn, and they're pretty fun.
I need to get closer.
I'm gonna not meta here, just because I don't know what this guy's plans are. If he wants to do this next big pull, I need to meta it, or we will die, I think. Oh, we don't have a healer yet. I don't know if he knows that.
Students have been here. I'm just putting together my lesson plan.
I cannot use that.
Okay, I sent a naked eye beam. Now I'm okay.
It's still recharging.
Alright, I think we're just not doing the big pull. That's okay. Four-man Ravager dot. Yep. And no healer.
I need a target.
Here we are. Long ago, members of the Blue Dragon Flight accidentally overloaded an arcane elemental and created a powerful construct named Veximus that quickly started to wreak havoc. The Blue Dragons battled Veximus fiercely, attempting to prevent it from absorbing stray arcane ores that could allow it to burn out of control. Veximus began manifesting powerful arcane bombs in order to drive back the dragons.
Hunter builds? Exclamation point talents? It's in the title of the stream. You want to see them? Anyone can type them. All the commands in the title are relevant ones where if you're clicking on the stream, you might want to like look through them if you haven't looked at them recently.
Destroyed. Well done.
Yep, no problem. There's the best for now. Yeah, with some reasons to play MM, I think, still. MM just does so much more so much AoE that like it could be pretty good. It's just tuned to be better right now, MM. But it has like a pretty bad damage profile, so I don't really like it at the same time. If you have a PI, you could probably go with MM. Also, if you're playing with a coordinated group, then MM does get a little bit better than it would with a pug. Like your damage is off on serve.
These are sacred halls of learning. Only those registered may access them. Think about what you have done. Think about what you have
I want one of these. Oh, I didn't get it.
You will not pass the semester.
Maybe cast. I think it's that. Ain't she getting huge? Yep, I like. Oh, this boss would be dead. Miscalculated.
Oh dear. It seems the parameters I wove into my out-of-office spell were a bit extreme. Thank you for all your help in getting the school ready.
It's a great day to visit a dungeon. Don't
Is she hearing? I feel like this season is easy for getting it fast. Extremely. Like this character is. How many more crests do I need? This character's almost done again. Let's see. I want to craft a cloak. I'm only wearing one embellishment. I need to upgrade this ring once, and then I need another ring. I have a high crit, low haste ring, and then I could probably just wear a mastery flask or something. Something like that. But basically, once I upgrade this neck one more time, I just hold a bunch of crests to craft a cloak, and then I'm pretty much done outside of a ring. I want this ring. Or I want the Lura neck. I don't know. There's some like raid options that I want, but outside of the raid options, I'm pretty much done. In like, I just need to craft a cloak, basically.
Are you planning a purchase?
What's this thing called? So this one? You logged in, but you guess you're burned down on WoW. You quit 2 times so far, and this is the 3rd time. But you'll still watch WoW through me? Nice. Well, maybe maybe a different season calls to you. I can play Devour on this character. Probably a little once I get a couple pieces. At this point, I'm more Havoc geared finally.
I need to get closer.
But I still need some gear. Here's some tips for paladins. Um hmm. I mean, that's kind of a dodge fest kind of a fight. Like I would say like understand how the hammers like propagate out and then always look at the guy who's dropping shields. Yo, I see cold. Thanks for the 5 gifted. There's times where there's 3 of them together. That would be a really good time to do your takedowns. Are you a dwarf? Any different from heroic? No, I think all the mechanics are the same, except more people get the dispel circle, so like you have to have pre-spreads, but outside of that, I think it's identical to fight. It's just like harder. But thank you again, Ice Cold. Trying to think if there's anything specific. If you're a dwarf, dwarf's really OP on that fight because you can self-dispel. Make sure you defensive like any of the dispel overlaps with the group soaks. I guess that's where people can die. You had the wrong talents this whole time? Really? In Twin Fangs. What the? Cody, look at the talent spreadsheet. That's the only place you gotta look. All the talents are in there. You would play dwarf, and they look so ugly. That's how you figured it out. Oh no. Is Storm playable high keys? Yeah, you can play any race in the highest of keys. I will say, just dwarf makes it easier, but there's ways to cook it around like you not being a dwarf. But at that point, you're just playing around not being a dwarf when you could just be a dwarf. But like you can time all 23s as any race, but just being a dwarf will make it easier. Taurens do like the exact same damage as dwarf too. They just have an AoE stop instead, which you can leverage. Like you can have routes that involve the war stomp and stuff. That's your question. The bosses, nice. Yeah, you're missing the boomstick spin talent, where like if you bomb a target, it CDRs your boomstick. If you're playing Twin Fangs, I think. So you were missing a lot of boomsticks, which is also lowering your like 3 target damage a lot. Yeah. The transmog weps being too long going through the ground bothers you. Yeah, I don't really like the dwarf mogs or cosmetically. It's unfortunate. You have a question about bound defenders in Mysara Caverns when this one's the swirlies? Yeah. You believe Ortimus said they take increased damage on that defensive stance. Is that true? That's false, but there is a guy. I think what you might have heard him talking about is this guy. He does a focus guard, and this one he takes more damage when he's doing the guard. He takes 100% increased crit strike chance, and he has the same mechanic, the shield. But the guy here, he... Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure he does not. Yeah, he just is immune from the front. So maybe he was talking about, maybe his like wording got confused, but like he was talking about these guys and then also changed the convo to these guys, this guy or something. Yeah, this guy does take 100% increased crit from the back. You like the Antorus Mythic set on Dwarf? Yep, no problem. Hold on, I'll be back. I'm gonna get some water. And then, let's see, how many more keys do I need? I need one more for my 4-box. I might do that. And then I might also swap characters and do something else. Let's see. I'll get some water, then I'll be back. I'm back. I need 22 Magisters as MM for Brazil. I do, yeah. Let's see. Let's see who's on. That would be an easy homework key. Some 16s, I can do them. All right, I'll type in the word 16. Am I Mistweaver Monk? No, he meant marksman. This is why you want me to do a 16, Cody? No, do not. Do not. Okay, I'll go to a different 16. Pumpers. I see like the same 3 keys everywhere. Like everyone wants to do like Nexus Point, Mysara, Hit. I'm trying to look specifically for like a Windrunner or a Seat just because. Should refresh. Good as a Windrunner. Most fun DPS I played this season. Probably my serve. There's a Windrunner right here. Maybe they invite me. Ern, you should apply if I get in. I don't think I'll get in. I got shit declined. Dang. Oh my god, I got in. Alright, burn. Alright. Oh, nice. Instantly invited you. There we go. 16 Windrunner, that's big for me. Everything 2 daggers is so weak. Burn, I did lie and I said Ruis and Q's pretty good when I vouched for you. So you have to like really like get in there. My honor is on the line, you know? Or my pride. Over 4K. We're 4.2 on the main. Score is so inflated this season, it's crazy. Like 4.2 seems like a mythical number. That like shouldn't exist. I'm gonna buy augment runes for this key. I don't know if 20 is above my weight class or not yet. I also need what are these things called? Phoenix oil. Wonder if this is good for Demon Hunter. Yeah, surely that's good for Demon Hunter. Wait a minute. No mount. You remember 4K was the Dragonfly season? Yeah, Billy got 34 at tall. That was a good time for NA. You were watching that stream? It was nuts. You have to Zach now? Well, I can think of the answers? Yeah, no problem. Ian T Swift. For you will never exist? Kinsey? No, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how high. I mean, I feel like we're gonna get to like 40, like 400 by the end of the season. Like, what's Andy's score right now?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I feel like they're gonna have all 24s and like
5,
3 25s
4,
or something.
3,
You know, the
2,
season.
1.
My sisters were the last to visit these halls, but they threw
4 3 3 3 or 2 2 5. Yeah, that's
We can calm the spirits here. Maybe they'll return. The Ranger General was sharp and steadfast, while the Peacekeeper kept the calm. Which path will you choose?
I feel like my opener with the with pre-meta always confuses me. I think this dungeon's just bad for it. In the dungeons where it's good to be pre-meting, I feel like I just get one shot, and then in the dungeons where it's bad to do it, I feel like it's not worth it for me. You're 37, 78, and you're struggling a lot. I'll say that the season's still kind of early. Like, you still have another like 2 months probably, bare minimum. Lots of things could still happen.
Teresa was the peacekeeper of our family. She spent many days tending to the gardens here, but the wilderness has overtaken it now.
So mages and keys. Mages are fine. Peaches are fine.
I cannot use that item yet.
Like, I want to revert my big wigs. I actually like strongly dislike almost everything that they did recently. Like, I have no idea when boss mechanics are happening. You got some Mox coaching then? Yeah, I'll be able to speed.
The soothing sounds of my heart.
Mox does do some coaching, I heard.
I'll need that relic.
I need to get closer.
This is a really dangerous idea. Letting this guy spawn the ads with his call is really bad. Because then they spawn buffed.
I'm out of range.
He's gonna coward. Well, the thing is, like, he pulled right next to them though, right? Like, he could have just not, is the thing. Yeah, open up your MDT and read the ability. It's
That dragon hawk seems to have stolen my heart. She won't let you close.
I can't do it because the boss is spawning, but if he spawns an ad with it, they're like buffed. And it can be like really lethal. But if you pull them on your own, then they will like, be fine. Yeah, EK is that much more significant? Just exactly as much as the Sims. There's no like hidden secret unsimmed value.
also ferocity itself if her family was
1.5 DPS upgrade for AoE. Yeah, I mean it's good, but having the heroic one is like the most important part because the heroic one you have is better than like a mythic prism or something. Like you have the second best trinket in the game. It's just there's just like the mythic gaze that you could also get.
General, but she gave everything to the task, including her life. She trained with a bow gifted by our mother.
I need to target something
Undead
first.
fanatics have invaded to loot it and anything else that belonged to her.
How much the Omnium stuff gives? Yeah, I saw like a preliminary sim of someone trying to figure it out and they said 6%. Whether it removes a whole key level. Well, a whole key level would be 10%, right? It's like around 6% for everybody, and then Spore Fall is going to be another like 1.5-ish for everybody, like 1 to 2%. So if it's below 10%, that's not really a whole key level, but some of the keys are almost timeable. So like in some keys, you'll probably see the key levels like go up a whole level. Like let's say you can't time like some like 25 pit is like almost timeable, but you're off by like 10 seconds. Like now you would be able to. And let's say you can easily time, or maybe not easily, but you can like barely time like 24 like Academy or something. If you play perfect, but now you have like a lot of wiggle room if you have the thing, but you can't do 25. So maybe it'll probably increase the amount of score you can accomplish across the board.
I need to get closer.
Our mother's bow meant everything to Sylvanas once. I'll need it.
I need a target.
Shall not taint the halls of our queen!
You already sim them? You should be able to on the PTR. Your Frost Mage is owning on this fight.
Yes, your
And the key is bricked. Rip. What happened in it? It was funny to get picked with the chain in the middle of my cooldowns. I was just like spinning the hook around. I'd probably be so like freaked out if like someone in my pug key was just like spinning the thing. Oh, you were beating meta specs?
Sylvanas was sometimes vain and loved to be admired, but she never wanted to be worshipped.
The problem with meta specs is like everyone swaps to them, and so you'll find a lot of people that aren't super great at them. But if everyone plays like, if people play it perfectly, they'll do like the most damage. It's a tough place to be in. I don't know. Because someone could just be bad at an off meta spec too. I just think it's less likely. Dude, you heard rumors that Hunters, especially MM's getting another buff. Is that right? Huh. I haven't heard of anything of the sorts. Mainly because I think if anyone said they knew anything about a future patch, I think they would just be... I feel like no one has any idea about anything that hasn't happened yet. Like maybe in the like 0.1 patch it's getting buffed, but even then no one would know right now. Well, chance and tuning comes with 07. Yeah, I also think that's far-fetched because of how soon it is. Like I feel like we would have had the data. I mean, I guess technically if they were going to do anything, we would know by Friday. Friday would be the last possible time that we would know. I think I'm dead. I'm alive. They're gonna nerf Lyra again. Nerf the whole comp. I think Blizzard likes when metas form. I think that's like a positive for them. Oops. Oh, would it be a positive for them? I think there's something novel about the idea of like creating content for your game, or more so the fact that like they shift people's development time into like Like, so let's say there's a spec that no one's been playing for like 2 years, but they put time into like developing that spec, right? And then all of a sudden it's meta, and like now people can like like have like group memories about like a spec being meta. I feel like that's good design. It's kind of like how they bring dungeons back. Because like I could say something like, for a lot of people in chat, if I just drop the words like Season 3 Shadowlands Survival Hunter, someone's ears just perked up. Someone's just like, yo, that was sick. Like, you know, like almost instantly. And like that's kind of like what, like I don't think they intentionally create metas, but when metas evolve, I think it's like a big positive for them. They're like, oh, nice. Now everyone's gonna be like, yeah, I remember like this version of that spec. You remember that? Yeah, that was sick. Expecting Mark of the Wild to get nerfed because of the Zorthus video. Yeah, I do think Blizzard watches the Zorthus videos. I don't know who's watching it, but someone's watching them. Like, you know, in like I bet they're like morning all hands, they float ideas from the community. And if someone on like the team like saw something, then it probably reaches them. Blizzard's pretty aware, I think, of a lot of things. I'm sending this boss back where he came from. Hasn't even had close to a good experience in like 4 expansions. I thought the end of Dragonflight MM was like peak. I don't know if you played that version, but season 3 and 4 of Dragonflight, I think, was the best I've seen it since like Legion. I played Legion MM. Yes, it was pretty fun. A little bit at the very end. So I didn't prog raid as it. I didn't get to experience a lot of the like Sidewinder stuff, but I would say like I did a heroic clear with it, and I did some keys with it. I did like a 22 sweep at the very end of the tier. Oh my god, I just killed our tank. I think I like didn't have a spell rush charge or something in time. think it's really good when a tank like moves the boss across ASAP. They can. I'm trying to be nicer to my group and get like a better feather. Nice.
At last,
It's fun.
spirits that linger within these halls have found peace. I hope that one day my sisters will be able to do the same. As for myself, I shall fill these halls with music until they return home. Thank you, champions.
I don't think I want anything from here. The new WoW player getting into Mythic Plus, they're being a meta gets frustrating. Yeah, I don't think, I mean it's gonna happen in any modern game. Like I think any modern game's just gonna have a meta. With that, I don't think I don't think the meta in WoW is as important as the community makes it seem. Like the community like really
What do you seek?
I don't know. I just think it's nowhere near as important. As long as like your players are good and well versed at like what general WoW mechanics, I think any comp can time 22 Resil. I think you could put like the worst specs in the game together. I don't know if you could have like no synergies, but I think you could still get 22 Resil with full like whatever the lowest IO tank healer and 3 DPS are right now.
I cannot attack that.
Dragonflight season 2 AUG. Yes, that is true. They've had really good seasons. So like if you rewind that back one season, season 1 of Dragonflight was really, really good. The balancing was insane. And if you go past the AUG season, like season 1 of The War Within was the last time I think the meta was pretty decently set. But like season 2 and season 3 of The War Within, I feel like the meta was pretty open. I think this season the meta is really open. I think you can kind of play whatever as long as you play it well. Yeah, start of season 2 was really good. I was actually, I think the start of season 2 was looking to be better than season 1. And season 1 of Dragonflight was my favorite season of all time. Yeah, it was really fun. That was when I was playing survival. And I don't know, that season was just really fun. There was so many like good specs. I was playing Devastation in some of the keys. I had like a bunch of stuff geared and I was playing like different specs and different keys. It was like different classes entirely. It was like really fun. Wanted to make sure this was the merp I knew. An overlooked benefit is a low-key system, less incentive to fodder reroll. Well, I do think solo queue is tough. It's a tough concept. I think you've seen my document, right, Burn? Where I advocate for solo queue only for weekly level keys. And then it breaks down. It doesn't go above 12. I think the second you have solo queue go to high level keys, it breaks down with the current system, and I think it wouldn't work. This trinket's insane. Nice. That reminds me of the Legion trinket. I think Greensel would know the name. The one trinket from the world boss in Legion, and if it like Titan forged enough, it was bis for every single class or something. Yeah, Arcana Crystal. Yeah, I knew you would know it. Imagine you queue up and you're in bracket high with no disease. Yeah, so one of the things, I had a document that talked about solo queue like 2 years ago. It was like the start of the War Within. It was season 1, the War Within, and it was when the season started like dying down near the end of it. Whenever that was. And basically one was they needed to make more Omni dispels. Like if you have a dispel at all, it would work on a debuff. That's something that I said would be required for solo queue. And it was inspired by the fact that they had an affix, you know, the ghosts that you would have to CC, or the other ones that you would have to like dispel. Those are Omni dispels. And they can just change diseases to be Omni dispels. The thing is I think it makes the game a little bit worse when you like homogenize it so much. So like in order for the system to work, there was a couple of things that I think you'd have to do, and that was one of them. And a lot of those things I wasn't the biggest fan of. Like one is like you would kind of want like a lust in every comp, or buff drums in a way where it's not so much worse. And you also probably want a beer as in every group. And like a lot of little things are like going into the queue. And with the way the IO works right now, I think you would have to have a separate IO if LFG could solo queue into like real keys. Because it's basically a time thing, right? Like if you put enough time into M+, you kind of just go up. There's no way to like lose rating. I don't know. There's like a couple systems in there. Hi, Wox. You want to do alt keys? I just finished my 4-box on my DH. So I need to do like Bansheesh time? Yeah, let's do one. Let's do one Bansheesh key and maybe 2.
I need
Let's see, this guy's done for the week. I did my rating and my M plus. Your key started as an 18. Prism wins and Puzzle Box beat Arcano Crystal. Puzzle Box beat Arcano Crystal. Interesting. It's crazy. Is Mark sending a buff? I haven't heard anything about it, Keith. That sounds like fake info that's being spread around or something. Nobody would know is the thing. You would know Friday night they might post tuning for the 0.7 patch next week. But they haven't. Blizzard hasn't officially posted anything. If you had more M plus guilds, that would unironically fix a lot of the problem with off-meta spec struggling to find people to play in raiding guilds. That is true. This game is very rating focused. Have I opened my vault yet? I did. What did I get? Did I socket something? Oh no, I remember now. I got avoidance shoulders instead of speed.
I offer you my aid.
The problem is these are not good stats.
Go carefully.
The crit verse ones are better. I have a key. I have a 22 seat walks. You have 23 Windrunner. Oh my god, we got invited. Interesting. This guy went Dark Iron Dwarf. Walks Bear Tank. You know about this lore? Yeah. I think the only person who only plays one role in our group, I think Ort only really heals except for one time he learned Windwalker because we had him swap DPS at the end of Brackenhide. And then Noxiv only really plays Fury. Wax almost played some Brewmaster. Or Noxiv almost played some Brewmaster. I mean. Do I know anyone with an extra BlizzCon ticket? I did actually have an extra BlizzCon ticket until like a week ago. Marsh actually ended up needing one, so I gave one to him. I have a meeting tomorrow at 1:30 and 5. You're trying to get Desmond to go squarely? You should tell him to check Tixer. I did offer my ticket to anyone in the guild when Mersh wanted it. I put it in like the guild announcements. I was like, if anyone needs a ticket, let me know. And then no one bit for like a whole week, and then Mersh DM'd me and was like, hey, I need one.
We endure.
Talk to who? All right, I don't know anyone with it. Actually, I guess. Actually, wait, no, I take that back. Tactics might have one. If you tell Desmond to reach out to Tactics, Tactics might have an extra one too. Let him know. Yeah. But also Desma should know that me and Tactics have tickets. Because we told the whole guild. Wait, Greenzel, I was just thinking, do you think they won't nerf Flora? Because we're getting the big power spike next couple weeks? Because while they might nerf it, we're also getting like an extra 1% every week, and then we're also getting the Spore Fall. And then also the Omnium, or whatever, I don't even know what it's called. The Omnium Foal or something. Folio. What are my thoughts on that being an expansion-wide buff? How do I think they'll keep it relevant? Well, they don't have to do anything is the fun part. Like, once you do it once, it's just there. It's just a buff to your character. You guys want to do some keys together? Oh, wait, I gotta go kill this guy. And some bear tank keys. Yeah, that'd be cool if we had a little chat group going. I won't be a part of it, but nice to think that it existed. We do another triple hunter key. Oh yeah, what spec would you play squirrely? I assume we could do it with cape. I had to add Marsh. She got mad last time. Okay, okay. There's too many hunters in the chat. Need a litany still. All I have is a heroic one.
Five, four, three, two, one. Five.
Nice, this guy's Fury. I'm a huge fan of that.
2, 1.
My sisters were the last to visit these halls, but they threw their home and their bond away. If we can calm the spirits here, maybe they'll... The Ranger General was sharp and steadfast, while the Peacekeeper kept the calm. Which path will you choose?
That was a good roll from that paladin. I think I would have let him die actually.
Verisa was the peacekeeper of our family. She spent many days tending to the gardens here, but the wilderness has overtaken it now. Soothing sounds of my harp brought Verisa joy beyond measure. I'll need that relic. Well now, that dragon hawk seems to have stolen my harp. She won't let you close without a fight.
Oh, I got in combat like 1 second early.
I love vibe weaving. It's so funny.
She reminds
Nice.
me of Arisa. My sister was also ferocity itself if her family was threatened.
That was very stressful.
Let's find the next relic. Sylvanas didn't ask to be Ranger General, but she gave everything to the task, including her life. She trained with a bow gifted by our mother. Undead fanatics have invaded to loot it and anything else that belonged to her.
Oh my god.
Your survival
Just randomly
wasn't
rolled into this.
necessary.
Dang. I was like mid-roll and I just like knew I died. The or Thane or Slayer? He's Thane. Your friends, they're griefers?
You're doing great right now. The only death so far is my own because I rolled into a puddle.
Our mother's bow meant everything to Sylvanas once. I'll need it.
You shall not taint the halls of our queen! Shadows descend!
Oh, I just got bolted.
Yes, you're mine! What have you done? Shadows descend! Yes, you're mine! What have you done? Shadows descend! Yes, you're mine! What have you done? Darkness lingers!
Sylvanas was sometimes vain and loved to be admired, but she never wanted to be worshipped.
Is Surf good? Yeah, I think he's doing well. I'm not like paying attention to like a lot of his micro, but his like macro decisions have been good.
area hunted the old horde with a ferocity bordering on obsession. For good reason. They took my life, savaged our home. One of Valeria's scouting maps is within. It seems to have called on the ghosts of vengeance past. We'll need that map from them.
Dang. Got like one shot during it. Ooh, wait, he got bit by the dog. Wait, it's happening again. They broke something in here, like at some point recent. The dog just bit the warrior. I'm like pretty sure that's not supposed to happen still. Maybe I have to like plan my cooldowns around the dog instead of the mystic. Oh no. Is that what killed the ret too? He got bit? I only noticed the warrior died to it. Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah. It's only supposed to go on the tanks though. That's the thing.
I'll take you down myself! Taste my axes!
Oh. Alright. I was pretty far out, I thought. Yeah, well, do you know about the buff that monks have, PSC, where I take less fizz damage? This boss in particular is really good at that. Yeah, so like right here, I'm trying to be the farthest. I don't know how it wasn't last time, but I'll just make sure I like completely step out. But that way the DPS get full uptime, which is nice. Yeah, it's just ideally I'm like also meleeing the boss, but my DPS doesn't really matter. But if you're being optimal, like I should have full uptime, just like the farthest out. Does our take it? Yeah. Is our strat. We just at first I was doing all of them. But now we make Orton switch do it. His PvP would be dead. True.
We've done it. One last task remains. I'll use these relics to return peace to the Spire. Perhaps then my sisters will
Gonna be
return to
close. Yeah, we do have less.
me. The restless heart that haunts us. Please, play
I
into
think we're okay. As long as no one dies here, I think we're alright. I thought I had Link Spirits for a second there and I almost just died. I was gonna port to someone.
Nice.
At last, spirits that linger within these halls have found peace. I hope that one day, my sisters will be able to do the same. As for myself, I shall fill these halls with music until they return home. Thank you, champions.
Yeah, those dog bites actually almost ruined it. For the record, oh, Burn, you're here. For the red Seth log? Oh yeah. Let's see if it shows up here. Sometimes this one bugs out. Their first death was not with the dog. The Warriors was with the dog. And then this was me rolling into a puddle, and then, or that was the puddle. What is this? Oh wait, this is when I got bolted. The warg bite is a frontal? I'm so lost. Okay, here it is. Tell them believe it, we won, chat. Yeah, that was crazy. That was a tight key. I would have been so sad if like my one death where I rolled into a puddle, if that was like the 15 seconds we needed or something. It's just buggy. We've only ever seen them on our tank. But yeah. Bank account went down, but a win is a win, PSC. 21 result price. I don't know. It's probably like I don't know if it's like 2 mil. I don't know if it's below or above that right now. But 2 mil is normally the price of like Title League kind of keys.
With perseverance, strength.
All right, well, I think that's all for me for today. I think I'm gonna host. Did I host Box yesterday? I think I did. I'm gonna host Nox if he's raiding. All right. See you, everyone. Tomorrow we're doing some PGC keys again, so that'll be fun. Bye, everyone.